Who's this? Ah, it's you. Found my treasure, did you? Junk? I gave you more credit than that. Those are my treasures. They're priceless treasures. The flagons are from the finest inns throughout Nirn. The bones come from a giant fish that once swallowed my ship. And the meat's from an ancient white mammoth I caught and killed barehanded. Priceless, I say. Aye, and don't get any ideas about snagging a piece for yourself. It's tasty and fermented, but it's all mine. The elves can have the bones. I hate to part with them, but I suppose I'll have to let them go. That skeever won't get any more from me. A deal's a deal. He never asked what the treasure was, did he? It's not my fault he might have expected gold, is it? Ha!
What you accomplished at Tava's blessing was a miracle. The gods are surely with you.
Well, where's my share of the treasure? We need to head out before the tide turns again. What? We've been putting on this charade for a pile of bones? Is that all he has? This is a disaster. I should have just killed him and taken what we could scrounge from his corpse. Tell the captain he can keep his bones and rot on this forsaken island. Terms have changed. No treasure, no transport. Unless you have something to sweeten the deal, I'll find a better mark. I hadn't considered that. You can really sniff out gems from a dung heap. All right, I'll take Camo to Anvil. He proves his worth on arrival, or he's fish bait. Never thought I'd ferry the great Captain Camo. Got to admire his moxie. I'll keep my end of the bargain. Now leave me to it before I change my mind.
I've got a lot to do here.
We should throw dice for gold. Interesting.
Ah, what news? Did that scuttlefish bite? Good news indeed. I was feeling a bit parched on this beach. Ales run dry, you see. I've a slew of hard-working lads I mentored back in Anvil, and many the contact who might help Deros. My thanks for your service.
What?
Have you seen Archwizard Semet, their leader?
Where's the captain and the first mate?
They took Captain Seretenia and First Mate Valian toward the eastern cliffs. What foul Malmor trick is this? Another attempt to loosen my tongue? You don't look like a Malmor spy. I'll need to trust my instincts about you. The captain was taken by Archwizard Semet for interrogation. I'm sure you know what that means. I'll find someone to answer that question once I've reclaimed my armor and blade. Meanwhile, I must beg a favor. Board our ship and destroy a document of greatest import. It cannot fall into Malmor hands. A Thalmor fleet manifest. It details who, what, where, and when the entire Thalmor fleet moves. Its value to pirate scum such as these Malmor is self-evident. The manifest must not fall into their hands. It must be burned. Our ship ran aground not far from that old wreck. The manifest's disguised as a regular book, but it won't take long for them to discover its true meaning. Once I'm armed, I'll meet you aboard ship. Go with purpose.
you're back. Did you save the rot meth? Drunk? No, just checking the jugger. For bruising, you know. Rot meth's the real prize, though. Thank you for finding it. I'll have some of the workers bring it home. I thank you, my ancestors thank you, we all thank you. Here's to your success.
Only a fool refuses...
This one is trouble. We must finish this quickly.
This one.
If their spirits remain in ours, we'll give them a warm welcome.
Is someone there? What's going on? I can't see. The living call us Oathbreakers, and imprisoned us in owls for rejecting the Green Pact. But these necromancers are harvesting us. We refuse to bend to Ifre's will, and we won't bend to the worm cult. The Bosmer planted stone altars and owls to keep the Oathbreakers trapped, but now the worm cult's corrupted them. I feel our bodies rising from the tar, and many of our spirits have already awakened. You must cleanse the altars to let us rest. Please hurry. Being trapped here is nothing like resting in the mires of owls. With worm cult blood and bone, kill them all. They must pay for their transgressions, just as we have. The Green Pact imprisons us, but we rather sleep in the tar forever than serve the worm cult for one day. Those are Oathbreakers as well. Oathbreakers can shapeshift to many different forms at will, but some have recently become trapped in a single form by the worm cult's meddling. The other Bosmer named us so because we refused the Green Pact. Why should we give up our shapeshifting abilities? We wished to live our lives as we always had, and were sequestered in owls for eternity.
Someone found help. I feared it would soon be too late. Safe? None of us are safe. All the threads are breaking apart. The worm cult awakens the Oathbreakers. The necromancers enslave the spirits of owls. You must stop this. The necromancers bound and bled me. I sent the other spinners to get help, but it's too late to save me now. My tale comes to an end. But that's not important. The worm cults come to deny the shapeshifters their eternal slumber. The worm cult wants to enslave the ancient spirits in this mire. The Bosmer buried here spurned the Green Pact long ago. Shapeshifters, unwilling to submit to Ifre's will. They are eternally trapped and eternally protected. Spriggans once guarded these burial grounds from those who would intrude or escape. The necromancers slaughtered them and stole the heartwood from their corpses. You must burn the heartwood before they can use it to control the spirits. Oh.
they'd never die. Thank you.
I thought they'd never die. Thank you.
Thank you. I return to my rest.
You've done it. We're safe. Come, find me. I wish to speak to you once again. Free at last. The altars are cleansed. My brothers and sisters will rest again. Once the worm cult's hold weakened, we destroyed our prison. Though we spurned Ifre's will, we don't deserve servitude to necromancers. I am the voice of ours. When we were imprisoned, I chose to serve as envoy between Ifre's faithful and my kin. The Oath Breakers. We spurned Ifre's will, and we paid the price. Our lives. Ifre can be just as cruel as she is compassionate. Beware the wrath of gods, mortal. You've broken their power here. They may find another way, but we will be ready for them this time. For now, we must rest. Thank you for aiding us, though we are outcast. Perhaps we will meet again.
Good work, friend. I return to my slumber.
My death is the beginning of a new story. Not a happy one, I fear. I feel the pulse of the worm cult. I must resist. Mortal trappings are unimportant. I must see this place kept safe. Have you burned away the heartwood? Is it out of the worm cult's clutches? Then you've thwarted the necromancer's plans to enslave the creatures of ours. They've one recourse left to them, but with your help, I can stop it. Thanks to you, their plan of an army of shapeshifters has failed. Now they must put all their energy into creating one powerful creature. You must get what they need before they discover it. I've hidden it in a sack nearby. Go! Quickly! The spinner's not without defenses. I'm a storyteller. I simply changed the narrative. I hid the thread of its existence behind a tangle in Auz's story. The worm cult, intent on their own plot, didn't unravel the knot. Cleverly hidden in plain sight. That totem is one of the most powerful relics in my possession. It will keep the worm cult from mastering the Oathbreakers. But first, you must prepare. You will need the strength of a powerful Oathbreaker in order to overcome the Necromancers. Guardian Kellinron was the strongest shapeshifter of those who refused the Green Pact. Ever since the totem of Ifre bound him here, he has protected the other spirits. When the woods were new and wild, we were shapeshifters. It was necessary back then since the Valen wood had not settled on one form either. Ifre gave all of the Valen wood a form and a purpose, but some Bosmo refused the gift. They remain wild. You'll have to defeat him in battle to disperse his excess energy. The totem will absorb the wisps left from his exertion. He's aided the spinners for centuries, but still, he's more likely to fight you than help willingly.
Not thank you enough. May the spirits guide you.
Their deaths are only the beginning of their torment. I'll see to that. Thank you. I return to my rest.